You've embraced hard work and you achieved success. When it comes to your financial future, there's no leaving it to chance, but there is a lot to consider. Estate tax, market volatility, income tax, Social Security, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. I'm Southwest Florida's financial planner, Alfie Townsend, and protecting and growing your nest egg is my business. Coming up on today's show,
Donor Advised Funds Explained. Are you ready to retire? The ins and outs of long-term care insurance and much more.
Welcome to Saving the Investor with certified financial planner, investment advisor, and insurance professional Alfie Townsend, president of Advantage Retirement Group. Alfie is a published author, radio show host, speaker, and industry leader.
why do you use an annuity? A lot of people use it for the wrong thing.
He works with retirees and pre-retirees to build and protect their nest egg and offers his experience to help those concerned about financial independence in retirement. If you've got questions about retirement, Saving the Investor starts now.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Saving the Investor. It is great to have you with us on this Sunday morning. My name is Craig Wolf, and I am alongside certified financial planner professional Alfie Townsend here at the Advantage Retirement Group. Alfie, good morning. Just right off the bat, if I could give a plug, I am part of the team at Hope Hospice and Hope Healthcare that helps raise money to keep the lights on. We're the biggest and oldest nonprofit in Lee County. So we'll talk about philanthropy in that vein. I've learned a lot from you in the years that I've worked with you, but I was not familiar with a donor advised fund.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
So that could be a great option for, let's just say, for example, you have someone comes in and you have a lot of capital gains in some stock or a stock. It could be a corporation, a private corporation. So you donate that to a donor advised fund. And we have those here at the Advantage Retirement Group that we partner with. So there's different charities that they can give to. So what happens is you would get a 30% write-off on your taxes right off the bat. Now, I'm not a CPA, I'm a certified financial planner. We work very close with CPAs to do this. So, we'd be working with your CPA or ours if you don't have one. But what would happen is you would get 30% off on your taxes. So if you gave $100,000, let's just say, $30,000 would come right off your taxes that year, just a gross income. In addition to that, you have this $100,000 now in a donor advised fund, and we can manage that for you. So what typically, if it's one or two companies, we want to liquidate it and put it in a portfolio to make it more diversified. But what's great about it is you control it still. Even though you gave the asset away, you got a nice write-off, you control it. So you can do it once a year, you can say, and you don't have to do it yearly, you don't have to do it at all. But you can say, give 10% of that money to Hope Hospice. Okay, they could do that. They could say, give money to the, to a church, to a synagogue, wherever they want to give it, they can do. As long as it's a charity, they can do that. So you control it, and you sort of break away from having everything in that one company. So you get a tax break on it. You get appreciation from the stock that you had. So it's a great way. You can, if you gave cash to a donor advised fund, you get a 60% right off your tax. So $100,000, $60,000 would come right off your income tax. So you would, what we'd want to do is look at itemize. If you're itemizing in a time like that, if you're giving that kind of money, what you want to do is most likely you would do an itemize at that point, not take the standard deduction. So we would help you with that with the CPAs that we partner with. So we want to look at that, but it's a great way to really get some of these high appreciative assets out to a charity, get a nice write-off and still control it, where you can tell them each year where you want that money to go. If you don't want to give it in a year, you don't have to. It's not mandatory. But a lot of people, they're givers. If they're going to give this stock or appreciative asset, they want to be able to give to their charities, and they can do that.
Donor advised fund. I was not familiar with that.
Yeah, we do that here at the Advantage Retirement Group.
Give us a call.
Yeah.
We're just getting started this morning on Saving the Investor. We're glad you're with us. Stick around. More to come.
You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters.
Are you interested in creating your dream retirement? Well, I have just the book for you. Unlike most books on investing, it doesn't require a large investment of your time. It's an easy read filled with valuable insights. So valuable, in fact, that everyone who's soon to be retired or already retired should have a copy in hand. And today, it can be yours for absolutely no cost. It's Keeping You on the Retirement Fairway, written by Alfie Townsend, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner professional, radio show host, and TV personality. Keeping You on the Retirement Fairway highlights real stories about actual people, illustrating what they've done wrong and what they've done right. The strategies in this book can help you make the right decisions and avoid costly mistakes. If you've saved for retirement, Keeping You on the Retirement Fairway is a book you'll want to have. And you can receive your complimentary copy today, simply by being one of the first 5 callers. Our number is 239-747-1080. That's 239-747-1080. So if you're interested in living your dream retirement, you have nothing to lose and quite possibly have a lot to gain. Call 239-747-1080. Your complimentary copy of Keeping You on the Retirement Fairway is waiting for you.
Welcome to Coffee with Alfie, and I hope you're enjoying your second cup right now, like I did already. But I want to talk about, are you ready to retire? Do you have enough to retire? And most people that come into our office, either they're about to retire, soon to be retired, or they are retired. But the ones that are about to retire, they want to find out, do they have enough to retire? And I'm telling you, that is so important to dissect that, because it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. We're in a very low interest rate environment right now. We have volatility in the market. So do you have a pension? Do you not have a pension? So these are some of the things when you come in, we're going to go through, we're going to ask you a lot of questions. And a lot of the questions, and this is something you might want to just give us a call and we can get this form to you, but it's really an income expense, because you have to make sure before you retire, are your income going to be enough to cover all your expenses? Okay, your expenses are the most important thing we got to get under control. A lot of times, people that have their house paid off, it's a lot easier for them to retire than someone that's making a $2,000 or $3,000 a month payment just on their mortgage. So we want to look at everything. Now, if that payment is only going to be for 2 or 3 years, we have a great income software that we will do, and we'll show you where you're taking out extra money in the early years, either for travel or for maybe an expense of a mortgage until it's paid off, and then we reduce it. So these are all things that we want to take in consideration. And one of the most important things is, what accounts are we going to take them out of? You have IRA accounts, you might have savings, you might have Roths, you might have non-IRAs like a brokerage account. This program will put that on the 70-inch screen, and it shows you the accounts that we take it out of. We show you at a very low interest rate, because if we can make it with a low interest rate, then that's going to give you the confidence that you're going to look at and say, you know what, we do have enough to retire. But until you get your expenses in order, until you get all your accounts knowing where this income's coming from, because that can save you a lot of money in the future. And again, a low interest rate environment, we got to create income with what you have, and we use different tools to do that. Look forward to talking to you soon.
Ready to live your retirement dreams? Then it's time to meet Alfie, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner. Schedule your complimentary retirement income plan review now. You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters.
If you're like most of us, you don't want more of your hard-earned dollars going to the government. But President Trump's tax cuts may be on the way out. And it's not just your income tax that could go up. President Biden's plan also includes increasing estate tax, which means the legacy you leave for your loved ones could be a lot smaller than you had planned. So now, more than ever, is a time for you to be proactive instead of reactive with your retirement planning. That's why you should call Alfie Townsend right now before it's too late. Call 239-747-1080. Alfie is Southwest Florida's certified financial planner professional, and he'll make sure that no part of your financial life is overlooked when planning for retirement, and that includes taxes. Find out what the new administration can mean for your retirement with help from Alfie, and he'll make sure that you're well positioned for whatever changes may come. Call Alfie now, 239-747-1080.
It is good to have you with us on this Sunday morning. I'm Craig Wolf with David Antonucci, financial advisor and the founder and president of the Advantage Retirement Group. Alfie Townsend, you have a process that I think differs from your competition. What can people expect when they come in and meet everybody in your office for the first time?
Besides our chocolates and our
That's a lot of good sugar around this place.
Yeah, our
no
waters,
doubt.
different waters.
Yeah,
sparkling.
There's
too.
more than just that, though.
Yes, absolutely. So really, what they expect, and that's why I wanted David to come on the show for this, because he's a lot to do. He has a lot to do with that first appointment, because the first appointment, you're an advisor at the Advanced Retirement Group. You're taking notes. And we're trying to get them engaged a little bit. And some of the things that we're looking for, what would you say some of the key things that we're looking for, from clients, people that walk in, and it's their goals, I would say?
So our ultimate goal is to really find out what they're looking for from us. A lot of different people come in expecting different things. So we want to really understand what their goals are. We want to look at their accounts, their income, and also we want to find out about their risk. We have a great program that Alfie, you obviously do the program where we find out the risk assessment, and it's about a 7 to 10 questionnaire that'll help us determine how much risk are they willing to take. So that's a very important part, and then as well as finding out if legacy is important and things like that.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is ask questions. We're going to ask them questions, talk about, what your goals are. We use even the, value words. And we put up these value words, which are, there's about 14 different words on there. And I tell them to pick each of them. I said, pick 3, your top 3 words up there. And a lot of times it's security. Sometimes it's going to be a venture. Sometimes it's going to be just peace of mind. So people and we want to find out more about them. Right? We want to find out more about them, how we can help them, and we can't help everybody. We let people know we can't help everybody. We might not be, the best fit for everybody too. But a lot of times, if we're a good fit, we'll know it. If they're engaging and we're engaging, a lot of times it will be a great fit for everyone. So, but we do want to find out, and then, we also have them bring information for us so we can get it checked, really what's going on inside their plan. So I know you send that off, David, and we get information from the information they give us. And then on that second one, when they come back, I think their mind's really blown away with what we offer. What does that look like?
So basically what we do is we take all their holdings and what they have, and we run it through our program, and what comes out is really what their performance has been over the past 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10, what type of risk they're taking, what type of stocks and bonds they have,
and
what quality,
and fees.
That's a huge part. We have a whole sheet that's dedicated to fee expenses that you don't even see on your monthly statement. So that's huge that we're able to uncover that.
How many times have people come in and say, "No, we're not paying we're not paying a fee"? And I said, "Well, listen, think about this. And look, we have a nice office here. If I told you there's no fee here, I would hope that you run out of this office real fast. So what you want to do is know what's going on. Look, I don't mind, if I get great service at a restaurant, I'm going to give them extra money. I just do. That's me. I'm going to give them extra money. And it's the same thing with what we're going to do is we're going to look at what you have. We're going to tell you what our fees are. They're transparent. And that's the whole thing. In this business, you want to have transparency. So you know what your fees are. If your funds are, what the fees are in there. And we don't really use funds. What we use is separate managed accounts. So I think altogether between putting that plan together, and the other thing, we'll talk about that at another segment, but is that the income plan that we put together, the software that we use for that. The bottom line is there's a lot of software that goes on here, and to really put that plan together, we utilize technology and I would say great customer service.
Yeah, and I've gotten to know some of your clients. I've been around your office for a bunch of years right now, and it's obvious that you all ask them questions about themselves as people. You get to know them. You want them to get to know you, and they're not just portfolios and statements and balance sheets. And
they're not just a number. Absolutely.
Right. All right, more of Saving the Investor coming up. Stick around.
You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters.
Remember the Wall Street bailouts? Those same big banks and financial firms have been fined billions for misleading customers. And now they want to manage your retirement savings. Why would you trust them? I'm Alfie Townsend, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner professional. My values are Main Street, not Wall Street. As an independent advisor, I don't work for shareholders, I work for you. If you want a fresh start with a local advisor, give me a call today.
We all have a picture of our perfect retirement, but how do we get there? At Advantage Retirement Group, helping you get there is our business. We're passionate about getting to know you, learning your hopes and dreams. Why? So we can work with you to achieve them. How? By maximizing the money you've saved, minimizing the dollars you pay in taxes and the risk you are exposed to, and creating a retirement income plan that ensures your savings lasts a lifetime. We're thankful to work with so many wonderful people, and we'd love to work with you too. Call Advantage Retirement Group today for your no-cost, no-obligation evaluation. 239-747-1080. Your retirement is too important to put off. Call now, 239-747-1080.
You've got questions, and Alfie has the answers that will keep you on the retirement fairway.
I'm approaching the age when I can start taking Social Security. Should I do it immediately when I'm first eligible, or should I wait?
Social Security, there's over 500 different options with Social Security. And I don't know all of them, but what I do know is we have a program that we use for our clients when they are about to turn on Social Security. Do they take it at 62? Do they take it at 65, at 67, full retirement, or do they wait to age 70? There's so many different options. So what we want to do is look at different situations. We want to look at your health. If your health is not good, we might want to take it earlier. We might want to take your spouse's Social Security now and let yours build. There's different options. So we do have a program that we can run those numbers through and see when the optimal time to turn on your Social Security and your spouse's Social Security if you're married.
I've been saving for retirement for years now, and I'm considering working with a financial planner. Can you tell me the types of services you offer and how they could benefit me?
So when you're looking for a financial planner, what you want to look at is just not investments. A lot of times that people come in and they want to see what we can do with investments, but it's a lot more than investing, because right now interest rates are so low. So you have to create income from your investments. So we have to do income planning. We have to look at investments, and we have to look at taxes. Taxes are definitely going to be going up in the future. So if they're going to go up, we want to take that in consideration. So we want to do some tax harvesting. We want to look at income planning, and we want to look at investments and put a holistic plan together for you instead of just one aspect.
I'm a business owner, and I'm interested in figuring out the value of my business. Mainly, I'd like to maximize the business as an asset. Are there any strategies you could recommend to do that?
Business has been booming lately, especially here in Southwest Florida, and some people are looking to sell their business. They might be looking at getting their family involved with their business, giving shares away. There's a lot of different things, the value of business. So what we usually do is we get the attorney involved with that, and he has attorneys in his group that will really help us determine the value of your business. And the good thing about it, we want to value it, if we can value it less than what the value is, and there's ways to do that, then what we're going to do is be able to get more of it out of your name and tax savings in the future. So there are things you can do, but if you have a business, it is a great time if you're considering moving here full time or wanting to retire. It's a great time to maybe look at some options that you have owning a business.
You are watching Saving the Investor, where your money matters.
When you're nearing retirement, it's important that your plan includes the proper steps to make an efficient and effective transition. There's a lot to consider. Will your income plan meet your lifestyle? How should you reallocate your assets? Is your withdrawal plan tax efficient? Practice does make perfect, but you only retire once. So how do you know you're making the right decisions and avoiding costly mistakes? Well, it's simple. Call Alfie Townsend, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner professional. Alfie has more than 30 years of experience helping people just like you transition into retirement. So be one of the first 5 callers and get your complimentary retirement transition review. Call 239-747-1080. There is no cost and no strings attached. So call now, 239-747-1080. Your retirement transition review includes key deadline schedules, asset reallocation guidance, income plan analysis, and tax-efficient withdrawal strategies. Again, be one of the first 5 callers now, and this review is yours at no cost. Call 239-747-1080. You only retire once, so let's get this right. Call Alfie now.
Welcome back to Saving the Investor. And this is a segment I think is very, very important. It's long-term care. And we have Greg Nussbickle. He is an attorney here in Southwest Florida. And Greg, with an aging population, people are living longer and longer. I know we get people that they've been our clients, and one of the spouses have to go in a nursing home. And hopefully we did that. They were able to do the planning with us where they had a long-term care policy. When I first got in the insurance business back in 1983, that was my specialty, was long-term care, but that really changed a lot. People had their own policies, but now there are some hybrid long-term cares. But what if you don't have long-term care and someone goes into a nursing home, a spouse goes into a nursing home? Is there things you can do to help them out?
Yeah, absolutely. That really boils down to taking a look at the assets that they own right now, kind of putting them into a category of something that would be counted against them for qualifications for some of these public benefits, and ones that wouldn't be, and trying to move things around in a way that would allow them to keep what they've earned over their lifetime through a lot of hard work, but still be able to access some of the benefits that have an income limitation and an asset limitation. So it's a really interesting area of the law. It's overlooked a lot, but as you mentioned, it's really important because statistically, about 50% of us are going to need this kind of care at some point.
That's a big percent. It's a big percent. So you're going to have a much better percent of one of the spouses. And we don't mean to be doom and gloom. It just happens. I mean, you could have a stroke. You can, here today, gone tomorrow. And then if you're not gone, then what happens a lot of times, if you have a stroke, you have to end up in a nursing home. So we need legal documents first before all this stuff would ever happen. And we pray it never happens. But if it does happen, you have your legal documents, where I would say that's so important. We had talked about that in a couple times in the past, where a legal document will help you be able to transfer assets and do the things you need to do when someone's incapacitated. And when you're talking about having those documents and then having the knowledge that you have to be able to save some assets possibly, I mean, that's a win-win.
Yeah, if you get to it ahead of time, you have all kinds of options, and there's every chance that you can shelter your assets and maintain that for the next generation, maintain that war chest for your own care and for your spouse or your other loved ones without having to lose that just in order to get the benefits that you're entitled to.
Yeah.
But one of the hitches is that there's a look back period. So you may qualify today, but Medicaid, who really would pick up the tab for this, is going to look 5 years behind that.
Yeah.
And if you hadn't done your planning 5 years and a day before, it won't really help as much. So you want to get on this while the coast is clear.
Okay, so you want to do planning to count the 5 year now.
Best case scenario, starting as early as possible, because then after the 5 years, then you're free and clear. You can just go ahead and have Medicaid pay for that long-term care, and your assets are already outside of that equation.
So there's some planning you can do, but like you said, planning is important. Being proactive instead of reacting is, to a situation is going to be a lot better off. Well, listen, thanks for sharing this with our viewers. And if you want to know more about how to protect assets if you in that situation where a lot of people are, give us a call and see if we can help you out.
Ready to live your retirement dreams? Then it's time to meet Alfie, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner. Schedule your complimentary retirement income plan review now.
Retirement gives you long-awaited opportunities. You finally gain control over how you spend your time. But you also need control of your investments, of your hard-earned money. There are a lot of moving parts, and just saving over the years is the first part. What about generating income, your Social Security, minimizing taxes, or managing risk? If you save for retirement, call us at 239-747-1080. Retirement can last more than 20 years, yet many people don't have enough money saved to get through 1 decade, let alone 2. Call us at 239-747-1080. Let us show you how to make your nest egg go the distance. That's 239-747-1080.
Mondo Uomo specializes in remarkable clothing for the remarkable man, like our exclusive selection of Bugatti and St. Croix shirts and sweaters. Visit our store in Naples at the Village on Venetian Bay or online at mondouomo.com. Mondo Uomo offers a remarkable selection of the latest styles in menswear. Visit Mondo Uomo at the Village on Venetian Bay in Naples. Alberto, Bugatti, St. Croix, Zanella. Come see what remarkable shopping is all about.
You have a club for every scenario, a driver for the long holes, wedges to get you over the hazards, and a putter when you need a touch of finesse. And you need plenty of these too. What about your retirement? Will you have enough to play the back nine? Find out today. Schedule your complimentary retirement income plan review with Alfie Townshend, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner. Call 239-747-1080.